come on, you know that no mini-series is complete without me ordering a bunch of junk food to my hotel room, and this mini-series is no different. So today I've got a bunch of Canadian delicacies, the finest that Toronto has to offer within, like, I don't know, 3-4 blocks of my hotel. We got some butter tarts, some pie, some Timbits, donuts, some Tim Hortons, these weird things, and some poutine. So without further ado, this is BeardMeatsFood. This is the final day of the Toronto mini-series, and this is the ultimate, reasonably ultimate Canadian cheat meal challenge. Who's good? Alright, let's start with this. This is the Super Canadian, which apparently is Hawaiian pizza, which I know is confusing, but apparently Hawaiian pizza originated in Canada. This is like that, but with pepperoni and mushrooms on top.
What's up, BeardArmy? Welcome back to this, the fourth and final episode of the Toronto mini-series, and delicacies was probably a bit over the top, but we got a bunch of stuff here which is popular in Canada or things from Canadian fast food joints.
So as far as I can tell, this is just pepperoni and pineapple, but with mushrooms and Canadian bacon on it.
Yeah, the Super Canadian, apparently. Not much ingenuity went into that name. It's essentially Hawaiian pizza, but with pepperoni instead of ham and some Canadian bacon.
Alright, so that was the Super Canadian pizza from Papa John's.
Yeah, it has been a long time since I ate Papa John's. It's still my favourite fast food pizza chain, and you know, I love pineapple on pizza, so this was great.
Alright, not bad. Next, I'm going to do these things just because I'm intrigued by them. Apparently they're called Nanaimo Bars. Now I know there are probably a lot of Canadians out there unhappy with the selection of food, but also unhappy with the pronunciation of Nanaimo Bars. Almost certain that's wrong, but custard and chocolate in a bar, apparently.
Alright, so now we're on to the real Canadian specialties. Nanaimo Bars, which are chocolate and custard.
Certainly a unique taste. I'm trying to figure out if it reminds me of something. Normally you'll find there's a British or European equivalent to most snacks out here in North America or Canada, but this is unlike anything really, apart from the fact that it's chocolate. It's good though.
Yeah, I actually really enjoyed these. The chocolate wasn't overly sweet, and it kind of allowed the custard fondant in the middle to kind of break through. Very nice.
Alright, next we'll do... I really don't want to do the poutine. This is heavy. So I ordered from Smoke's Poutine. We had to do that because they did the contest on Saturday and the poutine was delicious, but it was just their traditional poutine. They do a bunch of different flavours, and this is the Oh Canada poutine. Because I guess it's got some typically Canadian things combined together into a poutine dish. So it's fries, gravy, cheese curds, of course, but then it also has maple syrup, Canadian bacon, and the weirdest of all, which you put up a little prop back there, ketchup crisps or ketchup potato chips. I'm going to take those back for Mrs. Beard actually because she would love those, but apparently that's a Canadian thing. So done with fries. Oh, that's odd.
I think on reflection, this really was my kind of thing. I just wasn't particularly into fries at this point. But the maple syrup makes it sweet and salty, and ketchup crisp makes it taste almost like pizza.
If I hadn't eaten like 15% of my body weight in poutine over the past 2 days, I would have actually really enjoyed that. It wasn't bad. I like a nice sweet, salty kind of contrast, and the ketchup crisps, they were weird, but they gave it an interesting edge, so not bad. Alright, what next? The butter tarts. I say it like that because it reminds me of that song by Len. Steal My Sunshine. There's a line at the beginning where he's like, does he like butter tarts? I think I understand why they call them butter tarts, because the caramel, or whatever the filling is, it tastes very, very greasy.
I should say that greasy can be a good word too. It's not always a negative.
They're not unpleasant, they taste a little bit like a really greasy pecan pie, miniature pecan pie. The filling is like oil though.
Yeah. Ooh, look at that. Nice gooey close up there. It did have the consistency of motor oil, but tasted very pleasant. A little bit like a salted caramel dessert sauce.
Let's do the Timbits, because last time I did Tim Hortons, I think I want to say like 3-4 years ago, when I was in Buffalo. And I remember a lot of people complaining that I didn't order Timbits, so I got some this time. Oh, I thought they were just donut holes, but they've actually got some filling in there. That was custard, I think. Some of them feel soft and some feel crispy.
Yeah, I don't know if that's a staleness issue, or if some are just coated more than others.
I didn't count them, but I feel like this is more than 10. Maybe it's just because I don't want to eat.
No, it was 10, it's just because you don't really want to eat at this point.
This one looks interesting. It's like a half-assed attempt at some kind of sprinkles. I'm not sure what flavour that was. I guess these are all chocolate.
Yeah, the Timbits were a little underwhelming, but I did enjoy the pumpkin spiced ones. Smoky, sweet, a little spicy, moist.
I just moved the plate out of the way because it's reflecting a lot of light. Right, next we'll do the sprinkly donut.
Now, I was excited to get into these because I remember Tim Hortons being great last time.
Not sure on this one. Is that a sports team maybe? Never heard of them. Right, vanilla custard.
Yeah, maybe somebody could tell me in the comments there if that's a sports team. Toronto Maple Leafs. Maybe it's a fictional sports team like, I don't know, the Hurricanes or the Mighty Ducks. Oh, the Hurricanes. What show that was? Hurricanes. I'm going to watch that now.
I will say that Tim Hortons are pretty generous with the fillings.
Yeah, I think this turns out to be a Twix-themed donut.
Oh wait, is it Kit Kat or Twix or something? It has biscuit on the top.
Yeah, something like that. A very generous amount of caramel filling in the middle, kind of a creamy caramel, and little bits of biscuit on the top. Couldn't really figure out if it was a Kit Kat or Twix or something else.
This one is doughier than my midsection. After the last 3 days of eating, it almost feels raw in the middle. It tastes good on the outside, not so much the middle.
Yeah, a little too underdone in the middle, but I find it hard not to enjoy cinnamon buns, you know?
I think I got this wrong last time. I think this is the cruller, right? Lemon cruller. It's got the weird wavy pattern to it. I'm pretty sure that's right. It doesn't taste like lemon though. Very faint hint of lemon.
Yeah, I couldn't really tell if it was lemon or honey. Had a little bit of a hint of both of those.
That just went everywhere. Probably should leave housekeeping quite a large tip. You should see the state of the toilet. Apple fritter, everyone's favourite. These things never disappoint.
Yeah, the apple fritter really is the MVP of the Tim Hortons range.
I think what sets the Tim Hortons version of this apart from others is the gooiness in the middle. You can see it looks kind of wet. I should probably have thought of a better word than that, but yeah, a lot of the times the other ones you get, they're kind of crispy and they're still good, but I like the fact that these are a little bit gooey.
Wet? Gooey? If anyone wants to send me a Christmas present, a thesaurus would be appreciated.
I'm just going to wash my hands because I need to use my phone because I've forgotten the name of this thing. It's got a weird name. Of course, it's a pie, but it has a specific name. Mrs. Beard, I better answer it.
Hello.
Hey, Dalia. Yeah, I'm just filming a video. Do you want to say hello?
What time do you land tomorrow?
I land at 10:30.
All right. You're missing this. Love you. Bye.
Why is your dad half naked on my floor? Have fun. Bye. She is an odd lady. Alright, this is it. Saskatoon Berry Pie. Apparently it's supposed to be sweet and almondy. We shall see. Just looks like any kind of regular fruit pie to me.
So we're on to the Saskatoon Berry Pie now, which is a little bit like blueberry pie, I guess.
Even though there's a lot of filling, it doesn't taste particularly fruity. And I'm not sure what berries are in the middle.
The clue is in the name, Adam. Saskatoon berries. Apparently they're actually more related to apples than berries, though.
The crust is nice, it does have a slight nutty feel to it, but the filling is really not particularly sweet.
Yeah, I expected a more kind of powerful tartness to the filling, but wasn't to be the case. It was pretty good, though. Hope you enjoyed the topless cameo from Lindsay's dad there earlier on, too. Quite frankly, it was a miracle that I still had the appetite to eat after seeing that. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this little mini-series. We're almost done now, and hopefully I'll catch you for the next one soon.
I tell you, I'm not gonna eat for like 2 days now, and then I'm gonna diet for about 2 weeks. I hope you enjoyed this mini-series. I've certainly enjoyed my time in Canada, so I'll be back next year for sure. But yeah, I'll catch you at the next one. Thanks for watching. Beard out. I feel so fat right now.